Hi, everybody. Welcome to your Colorado Home Advocate Report with your Colorado Home Advocate, Don Betts. How are you, Don?
Lovely day here in beautiful
Don and I were
Denver.
talking before we started. It was all different perspective until we started talking. If you're in the Colorado area, no matter where you are, please give Don a call. Please stop spending 30% on these credit card prepay. Please use your equity. Please be smart about your finances during the holiday. We've been talking about it, Don. I am very terrified for what next year looks like with recession rates and God forbid, the collapse of equity.
Well, it's our trend continues as I've been talking about the last several weeks, and that a perfect example is that of in all markets here. Let's see, what is it? Oh, 59% of pendings in the last month had a price reduction. So we're like I said last week, we've taken the froth, we've squeezed out. Stuff that's going under contract is going under contract well below list, and we're seeing that downward trend continue, and that's that's going to continue, I believe, well into next year. And the thing is we're at the same time, we've now uh, gone into a lower inventory situation. So inventory is coming back down, prices are coming back down at the same time, which is, counterintuitive. So show, and the problem is showings. Showings are way down because buyers aren't there because of interest rates.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. I mean, looking at it, we're starting to get next year projections. Everybody has become a little more adult about next year and what we could be facing. Clearly, real estate has been a large part of the economy. I can't say how much, but if you're talking 10% default rates on car loans, if you're talking about people spending, I don't know, 30 billion or what crazy number on the holidays, at 30% on these credit systems with Amazon, and Amazon's laying off people in advance of going into next year. I mean, the numbers don't seem to add up for me on this very basic level.
it does seem really confusing, and I know we talk about the labor market and employment. The thing is that ADP still says, still supports these government numbers. So you have to believe that they're pretty good. We in Denver, we're still strong in our employment, and the PPI came in today, and I saw that. And just looking down through that, uh, again, the biggest portion of the producer price index increase this month was services. So that means labor. So we've labor is going up. So it's going to work its way through the economy somehow, some way. And but so that's a little counterintuitive that we have such a strong job market and we're heading in the direction of of a recession at some point next year.
Yeah, I completely agree with
And
you.
all,
Which
all
keeps
the experts are predicting more and more that we're going to have some sort of recession next year.
which takes us to the real point of talking about real estate during the holiday season. Don't create more debt for yourself. Take advantage of that equity that won't be there in a month. Um, you know, there's a huge difference between 6% on a HELOC and 30% on Amazon 3Pay or whatever the hell that is. It's kind of crazy to me to kind of watch this holiday season play out where people can be smarter. All they have to do is simply call you, right? And you can get them set up with somebody who can take care of them. I I I, I feel like we've been screaming about this like it's not Chicken Little. This has actually happened in real time for everyone.
Well, there are lots of good reasons if you need to sell or want to sell your home right now. One, as we've talked about, save that equity because the downward trend is set. We're going to be going down for several months here. So as long as you wait, if you need or want to sell, you are losing equity. So that's number one. Number two, there are creative ways to deal with finding your buyer. As we've talked about, these FHA loans, there's so many of them are assumable that people don't understand. So you may be able to get a buyer to buy your house at a good price by letting them assume your loan. And so you open up your buyer market. That's number two. Number three, there are some new, really interesting programs out there that some of the lenders are coming up with for long-term bridge loans. So you sell your house and buy the next place with a bridge loan, or work through that buy and sell process with a bridge loan. And it's not that expensive. And so it gives you the options when you're out there looking to be able to buy your replacement property on your time frame.
Absolutely. And that conversation really starts by picking up the phone and calling Don.
Yeah.
I cannot stress it. I realize that the media in general is not talking about anything in the economy right now. That's not generally what they do around the holiday season. I mean, we've been preparing for this moment, Don. Is there anything you'd like to add for everyone?
Well, just realize that the experienced good real estate agents, the experienced good mortgage brokers, the experienced good title people are all being creative right now. And so don't let the news defer you from something you should or need to do to take advantage of that equity that you have in your house.